Hey everyone! So I was at a baseball game last weekend with my friends, and we got into this heated debate. And I mean heated. About hot dogs. Like, what even is a hot dog? Is it a sandwich? Why do we call it a hot dog when there's literally no dog in it? And get this, Americans eat 20 billion hot dogs every year. That's like 70 hot dogs per person. I had to know more. And today, we're diving deep into the surprisingly fascinating world of hot dogs. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a hot dog the same way again. And stick around because I've got some mind-blowing stats that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about this iconic food. Okay, let's start with the basics. What actually is a hot dog? Technically, it's a type of sausage, usually made from beef, pork, or a combination of both, that's been processed, seasoned, and cooked. It gets stuffed into a casing, then served in a sliced bun with various toppings. But here's where it gets interesting. The hot dog we know today has roots going back literally thousands of years. Some food historians trace sausage making all the way back to ancient Rome. Apparently, Emperor Nero's cook might have been one of the first to link sausages together. Wild, right? The more direct ancestors of our modern hot dog come from Germany and Austria. In Frankfurt, they were making these sausages for over 500 years. They called them Frankfurter Würstchen. Meanwhile, in Vienna, which Germans call Wien, they had their own version called Wieners. So basically, we've been arguing about Frankfurters versus Wieners for centuries. Now for the name that had me and my friends scratching our heads. Why on earth do we call them hot dogs? Get ready for this. It's actually kind of adorable. When German immigrants brought these sausages to America in the 1860s, they were originally called dachshund sausages. You know, those cute little German dogs with the long, skinny bodies? The sausages looked just like them. Street vendors in New York would literally shout, "Get your dachshund sausages!" The Germans themselves even called them little dog or dachshund sausages. So the connection between dogs and these sausages was there from the very beginning. It wasn't some weird American invention. The term hot dog probably evolved from this, especially since the sausages were served hot. Some say a sports cartoonist named Tad Dorgan popularized the term in the early 1900s when he couldn't spell dachshund in his cartoon, so he just wrote hot dog. Whether that's true or not, the name stuck, and here we are. The real hot dog revolution happened in the late 1800s and early 1900s. Picture this, you're at the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago, walking around hungry, and you see this vendor selling these convenient, portable sausages and buns. Genius, right? Different immigrants had their own spin on how to serve them. Some say Antoine Feuchtwanger's wife came up with the idea of serving sausages in buns, so customers wouldn't burn their hands. Others credit various German pushcart vendors in New York. What really made hot dogs explode in popularity was baseball. By the early 1900s, hot dogs and baseball became this iconic American pairing. They were cheap, easy to eat with one hand, while you watched the game and filling. Plus, they were way more affordable than other meal options. The timing was perfect too. This was during massive waves of immigration, urbanization, and the rise of American leisure culture. Hot dogs represented this beautiful fusion of old world traditions with new world innovation and convenience. Okay, now let's talk about just how obsessed we've become with hot dogs. Because the numbers are absolutely insane. Americans consume about 20 billion hot dogs per year. Let me put that in perspective. That's roughly 818 hot dogs, consumed every single second. During just the summer months between Memorial Day and Labor Day, we eat over 7 billion hot dogs. On July 4th alone, we're talking about peak hot dog consumption day. But it's not just America. The global hot dog market was valued at over $6 billion in 2024 and is expected to reach nearly $9 billion by 2032. We're talking about a 4.2% growth rate annually. That's some serious hot dog expansion. Regionally, it gets really interesting. Los Angeles actually consumes the most hot dogs by pound, with New York, and Dallas close behind. The LA Dodgers fans alone consumed 2.7 million hot dogs at their stadium in 2019, and that's 14.7% of all ballpark hot dog consumption. Demographics-wise, about 261 million Americans consumed hot dogs in 2024. Interestingly, 60% of older consumers prefer all-beef hot dogs, while Midwesterners tend to go for that beef and pork combo. It's not just a lunch thing either. People treat hot dogs as snacks, quick dinners, party food, you name it. What's really cool is how different cultures have made hot dogs their own. In Japan, you might find hot dogs with teriyaki sauce and seaweed. In Brazil, they load them up with everything from potato sticks to quail eggs. Germany still does amazing things with currywurst. Each place adds their own local flavors and traditions. The convenience factor is huge globally, too. We're living in this fast-paced world, where people want food that's quick, tasty, and portable. Hot dogs check all those boxes. That's partly why the market keeps growing. It fits perfectly with our modern lifestyle. Street food culture has exploded worldwide. And hot dogs are like the perfect street food. They're handheld, customizable, relatively inexpensive, and you can eat them while walking or at events. So where are hot dogs headed? The industry is getting really innovative. We're seeing plant-based hot dogs that actually taste amazing. Companies are targeting both vegetarians and people who just want to eat less meat. There are premium artisanal hot dogs with exotic meats and gourmet toppings. Some places are doing Korean fusion hot dogs. Others are going completely organic. The health conversation is getting more sophisticated too. People want to know what's in their food, where it comes from, and how it affects their bodies. The industry is responding with cleaner labels, fewer preservatives, and more transparent ingredient lists. Technology is even getting involved. There are apps for finding the best hot dog vendors in your city, food trucks that announce their locations on social media, and even robots that can cook hot dogs. But at its core, the hot dog remains what it's always been: a simple, satisfying food that brings people together. Whether it's at a baseball game, a backyard barbecue, or a late-night food truck, hot dogs create these shared experiences. So there you have it. The hot dog is way more than just processed meat in a bun. It's this incredible fusion of history, culture, innovation, and pure deliciousness that has somehow become one of the world's most beloved foods. Next week, I'm diving into what actually happens to our bodies when we eat hot dogs, and trust me, some of the research might surprise you. What's your favorite hot dog style? Are you team mustard or team ketchup? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more food deep dives that'll change how you think about everyday eats. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where things get a little meaty.